So I remember being on a phone call when the board had found out that the grant had not gone through, and Pam Elam, who is a key person in Monumental Women, who put the first suffragist statue of real women in Central Park, New York, I remember her saying, well, are we just going to not do it because we didn't get the money? Or, should we go forth like the suffragists would have done? And I think it reminded all of us that the suffragists were just about all volunteers, and they didn't let anything stop them.
They recruited Nina Otero Warren to the movement. Warren wrote leaflets in Spanish, gave speeches in Spanish. They drew the Hispanic population to the rallies, write the letters, go and speak to them, activate, educate the women in the community about why suffrage would be important to them. So she had a very important role. Without her effort, maybe women wouldn't have had the vote here in New Mexico until much later.
In 1915, the Du Bois Circle members established the Progressive Women's Suffrage Club. They held rallies and they made presentations educating women about the importance of voting and the nature of the voting process. They wanted the entire African American community to have equity and for there to be full citizenship for the entire community. So they saw voting rights for both Black men and Black women as a first step for full citizenship.
Dr. Hesse Chan and her daughters are perhaps seeing this moment of great possibility in both China and the United States and are probably energized by that. It highlights this legacy of political activism and engagement of Chinese Americans that has essentially, I think, really been erased from history.
In an interview that was held with her in 1935, she related the story of getting up well before dawn, boarding a stage that had no seats available, and sitting on a beer keg, riding for 11 miles in dark, getting off the stage, walking for 1 mile to solicit the efforts of one person's support. That's truly grassroots.